Well, the long preparation time, the 8 months we've been waiting for this trip, is finally over, and we're on the road. We got through Perth, nice run through Perth this morning. No problems at all with the traffic. Saturday morning, which is I think a bit unusual. We're now just called in for a little break at Cervantes, and from here we're going to make our way up to Cliff Head North, or Cliff Head, one of the campsites there. We'll spend the night up there, and from there we make a run up to Useless Loop Road tomorrow and just find a little place to sit for the night. We don't need too much space. We're only just going to be setting up the awning on this today, and tomorrow night we're not going to be setting up the camper trailer until we actually get to Tamala Station. The weather has cleared as we've headed north. Some signs of rain as we were heading past Lancelin, but not too bad, and we've got plenty of blue sky now with a bit of cloud, but no rain on the horizon thankfully, and we can just hope that we're going to have good weather from here on. We've stopped off in the little town of Cervantes for lunch. We saw us just now was down at a place called Thirsty Point. They've just put a new picnic facility in there. In fact, we were told they've just put it there yesterday. I've come down into town to have a quick look around. Find that on the end of the main street where the shops are, there's a dump point. So if any RVs or caravans are looking to dump black water, useful spot. And just back a little bit from that is a long vehicle parking area and a nice little park, and of course toilets available here, flush toilets and hand washing, which is good. It's a nice little town. Hasn't really developed as much as Geraldton has yet, but I've no doubt in the future these places will probably be a little bit spoiled by overdevelopment, but at the moment still a pretty nice quiet little town. Got a bit of a weedy beach here at the moment. You can't really expect anything else in winter time. The storms on that pull up the seagrass and tend to dump it on the beach, so not always like this. You do actually get nice clean beaches here as well, and it's all swept away eventually by the wind and the weather. Even got a beach volleyball net. Anybody's into that sort of sport? A favourite among young men who like to watch buxom young lasses in bikinis, I gather. We're at the end of day one. We didn't go all that far today. We've only come up to Cliffhead North, which is only just a little bit south of Dongara. It's a good stopover site. A lot of people come in here. The northern section is now cut off from the southern section, as I thought it would be last time I was here. I think probably the ocean has come in and damaged the track too much. But we'll be here the night, not setting up the camper trailer. Too much work to do that for one night stop. We just put up the awning on the side of the car. About 10 or 15 minutes to get that set up. It's very easy to do. And I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing is there's not a lot of room in it, so once we get the beds in, we sort of have to crawl in and then go to sleep. There's not much more we can do at that stage, but it does the job. Cold dinner tonight, some cold pasta, pre-cooked, and pre-cooked chicken. It's waiting for us in the fridge. Nothing terribly exciting, but it'll do us while we're on the road. Off early tomorrow, and a longer drive as we head up towards the useless loop road. Just give you a little bit of a look at the top end of Cliffhead North. The old entrance to this has been closed, and there is a track in, but it's unmarked, so you've got to know where to come in to get here now that the road to the main campsite has been closed down. There is a toilet here and it is in working order at the moment. No guarantee it'll stay that way, but at one time it was clogged to the top. You can see the sea is gradually taking away bits of the car park here. The place we used to park when we came here is pretty well down where the sea is now. They've closed off the old entrance, which used to be in down through there, and the other small entrance is just north of here. The main entrance to Cliffhead is now down that way. And yeah, I think you can probably see from here that the road is gradually being chopped away by the ocean. Well, that's the result of the tides and the winter storms, and of course encroaching seawater. I think we're not getting too much wind noise in there because I've got wind directly in the mic at the moment. But as you can see, that's even worse than it was last time we were here. That track is definitely going to be gone after this winter, I'd say. I'd put money on that. This is day number 2. We're stopped for lunch at Nerrin, which looks a little bit like a caravan park at the moment. There's certainly a lot more people travelling the roads these days. I don't think I could count the number of caravans that are in there at the moment, and more pulling up all the time, so going to avoid places like this for overnights. Very, very busy. Get caught out when you come to Billabong. There's 2 petrol stations here. The southern one isn't cheap usually. It's the one with Billabong written all over it that's the cheaper of the 2. The other one at the moment for diesel is charging 160 cents. Here 144 cents. Quite a big difference between the 2 stations. Bit of a spooky light, unusual recording situation. I'm actually sitting in the car. This is the second night out. Now, last night was so bad on the camp bed that I couldn't sleep. Pretty desperate, so tonight I'm actually going to try sleeping in the passenger seat of the 4x4, so that probably speaks volumes about how bad last night was. I don't think I got any sleep at all. Hopefully I might get a bit tonight. Let you know in the morning.